What do you hope to bring to Complex?
Well, I'm a storyteller. I have a lot of stories to tell.
There are a lot of connections you can have with Complex here because you'll be working on branded content for them as well.
Yes, I do brand. I love branded content. I'll do a 30-second, 60-second commercial, but I could really do more of my thing with branded content.
Mm-hmm. And together, it's like we're doing that now as well. So it's not just Spike behind the camera. It's also, as he said, it's his network, his know-how, and his rigor to bring consistently that excellence across what we do. And for sure, this is a guy who's inducted in the Advertising Hall of Fame.
Coming up.
Yeah, it's about to happen.
April.
There's no, we want to work with people that have changed popular culture. And Spike has done that. And as a fan and a friend and a student to his work, and there's so many people in this organization that are just fired up to be able to work with him and be inspired by that.
And also, Marcus, he's being very modest. He's no slouch himself. He's really changed the game too. So I just think that it's a great marriage. And I look forward for us, working together,
yes,
and just kill it.
Yeah.
Just kill it.
When we say branded content, it's a phrase that I think people have different meanings for. What do you define it as?
It's long form storytelling. It's not a 30-second spot. It's not a 6-second spot. It's not even a 9-second spot. It's where you got room to tell a story. And I think that for me, in my opinion, all the great commercials have been about storytelling.
How dictated is it by an advertiser? When we say branded content, we're talking about some sort of sponsorship. Have you found that advertisers are dictating exactly what they want from this branded content?
They don't know it. That's the problem. They don't know what they want.
It's an interesting time, right? Media is fractured. That's the biggest cliche in the book. We know this, but it is entirely true, right? And brands increasingly, and as a part of my thesis when I established Complex, 15 years ago, was this aspiration to use my marketing dollars and as a media buyer for my brands at the time more efficiently. And this aspiration of saying brand is broadcaster. What does that mean? How do you own that kind of conversational media pipe between you and your audience? What we do at Complex is bring massive distribution to a very focused audience, right? This 18 to 34 millennial, this convergence culture where, when I was coming up, if you were a skateboarder, you were only into skating. If you're into hip hop, you're only into hip hop. If you're into basketball, you're only into basketball. If you're the emo kid into the cult, you only listen to the cult in terms of music, right? But something changed, media and both the cable industry and then the internet blew all that up. And things started to align. At first, at the late 80s, early 90s.
Knocked down walls and barriers.
Yeah, walls got broken down. And still today, the way Madison Avenue organizes, and even media, we organize in these silos as if we're really separate. But people's interests, right, bring them together, right? And we have evidence that our audience defies the conventions of kind of demographic mapping.